60 KKSA. On stage, we have the Three Musketeers. Well, at least two of them. We have Kemah Brooks up here with Travis Scott. Travis Scott, head coach of Angelo State softball. Let's give him a hand. Coach Scott, his ladies, another sweep of Eastern New Mexico. You know, what's the point of even going to Portales? All we do is win there anyway. We have to make that long drive up there and sit around that horrible weather. But congratulations, we're getting him on. And then we got Kemah Brooks, a coach of the Angelo State Rams baseball team, here with us as well. Rams 16-4, just came out today, now ranked number 4 in the nation, highest ranking in school history. ASU softball ranked number 3 in the nation. So I want to ask you guys, this just made me think about this. You guys are good friends, Kevin and Travis. Is there ever kind of you always want both programs to succeed and do well. Is there any kind of a friendly, you know, like when you're teammates on the same team, you want to have maybe more home runs than your buddy? A little friendly rivalry between you two at all?
I can't speak for Travis because we're the one always chasing them. So, but I can definitely tell you, I mean, we want them to win every game, and I think the success of them helps us.
Yeah.
I know the year before we started the program, I mean, I used them recruiting all the time because that was the year they won the national championship. So, but I mean, I think always you want to be the best, and it inspires us to greatness, hopefully.
Yeah, I agree 100%. There may be a little bit of that natural rivalry amongst our teammates.
But just mainly between you two.
Yeah, I mean, they're all friends that hang out together.
Yeah.
So there's maybe a little bit of that natural competition that exists between competitors. But we hope they win every game, like you said, and it'd be awesome. It'd be a great spring if we could both win a national championship. That'd be the ultimate ending.
Okay. A question for both of you. We hope that is true. That'd be pretty cool to have a national championship for both programs.
The question's going to be, where are you going to be that weekend?
That's a good question. Well, you're on separate weekends.
Okay.
You're in separate weekends in the World Series. I want to ask you though. Like we said, you're ranked number 3 in the nation. You're number 4, and I know it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things at all. You guys know that, but how do you make sure your players know that and try to downplay everything? I'm both questioning for both of you.
Well, I mean, it's something that it doesn't mean anything. You're correct. Regional rankings are what really matters in conference standings. But at the same time, it's a great honor to be honored in the top 5 in the country. And, for us right now to be number 3 in the country is a great honor. But our kids have deserved it. We've had a great February. We went out and played well. We beat some good competition. So it's a great honor. And if anything, we use it in the recruiting process as much as anything. I mean, when we're talking to high school kids or junior college kids, we can, we talk to them about the success of the program. If they don't know much about Angelo State softball, then we've got something that we can go to immediately to not only talk about our past, but also the current squad.
All right, Kevin, same question.
Well, I mean, we've never mentioned it one time to our players, and I think Travis is probably the same way. It is great. It's an awesome thing, and we're very honored to have that. But in the big schemes, we talk about the regional rankings, but those don't come out for quite a while yet. And it's one of those things that, it's somebody's opinion. And the good thing is, it's nice to see being recognized for your hard work and going out and doing a good job. So that's great. But we don't talk about it.
Joined by Kemah Brooks and Travis Scott, head coach of ASU baseball, softball here at the Penny Pub and Grill, live here till 7 o'clock. All right, Travis, coming off a nice weekend. And you and I were talking the preseason. This team seems to me just similar to your 2010 team that hit 91 home runs, and because you guys are just mashing the ball. 1 through 9 in your lineup.
Well, we've got some kids that can swing it, and experienced players. In the middle of our order, Casey Easley, who's a 3-year starter for us, was a first-team All-American as a freshman. Sean Feedy, who put up some home run numbers early in the year last year, and then struggled a little bit late. But she's a totally different hitter right now than she was last year. And Elsa Poe, she's hitting .512 this time of year. It's crazy. She just continues to get on base. Not hitting home runs, but just unbelievable batting average. And then we had April Shears behind her, who was second on the team in batting average. So the 5 and 6 hole are hitting 516 and 486. I mean, you got a pretty good lineup going. And then this last weekend, you throw Carly Peters into the 7-hole, and she goes out and hit 4 home runs. So it's a fun lineup to coach, and we've got depth. We have more depth than we probably ever had in our lineup. I have kids on the bench that we can go to in different situations and pinch hit if somebody is struggling, defensive specialist, etc. So it's a fun group to coach, and we're having a lot of fun with it.
All right, Kemah Brooks, your team on the other side of the spectrum, great start to the year, 16 wins, 4 losses. You know, of all the years, we've followed you since 2005 when the program started. I can't remember this having a 2-week break right in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I've never had that in coaching either, and I mean the big reason is just with the conference changing, we have a lot less schools, and there's just nobody to play within 15-hour drive this weekend. If you look at most of the other schools in our conference, nobody else played this weekend either. So it's one of those things we're going to use to our advantage. Gave some pitchers a little time to rest, and then with the weather, we probably wouldn't have played this weekend anyway. And so gave them a couple of days off. Hit it hard today, and then we'll hit it hard the rest of the week and be ready to go down to Kingsville, who has a very good club, and open up conference play.
You know, with Coach Scott, we talk about the offense. Of course, they have the pitching and defense and everything as well. Your team, obviously has improved from last year offensively, but I think the eye-popping stat to me is your team ERA below 3, the way the pitching staff has looked this year.
Well, I mean, we've got really good pitchers that have come out and pounded the strike zone and given us a chance to play. And, you're right. I mean, pitching and defense has dominated our deal, and we're hitting good. It's definitely, that's the thing. We're sort of above average in all 3 categories, and if you can do that, you can have a pretty good team.
I want to say this, and this is what we do in the radio. We speculate, we look at different things, and we know the Lone Star Conference baseball tournament's coming here this year. Softball's in Denton, but I mean, how cool would it be for Angelo State University to have, on possibly the same weekend, ASU softball hosting the regional tournament, while ASU baseball is hosting the conference tournament all in the same weekend? I know the guys over there in the sports information, I should say the athletic communications department, look at me like, my gosh, that'd be a migraine for them.
Yeah,
but for the rest of us, that'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be a long weekend for those guys, and they're going to have to recruit some help. But I was talking to Captain Brasfield the other day, and just kind of making sure that if that did happen, that we'd still bid for the regionals, and brought it to her attention that the conference tournament was going to be the same weekend in baseball. And she said, well, that's not going to stop us from trying to host that regional tournament. We've got a lot of support, Jordan Torkel and Martha Cox, all these people that come out and support us. They'll help us in that whatever way that we need. And we have the best fans in the conference, if not in the nation, in Division II, which makes this place a good place to coach and a good place for our kids to play. So we'll work it out. And you're right, it would be nice for those guys to win a conference championship here in town. And for us to be able to host the regional, hopefully in that day go to the super regional, it'll be a great weekend.
Yeah, and Kevin, you got the conference baseball tournament finally in San Angelo this year, and ironically enough, it's if things work out the way they should, it could be a banner year for the Rams baseball team.
Well, hopefully, and actually, I do want to make this point. I was in Travis's office in January, telling him, "Hey, it's going to be the same weekend. Y'all got regionals. Make sure you're getting prepared because I know y'all are going to be there." So I'm planning on them hosting that thing and it being the same weekend. But it's great. Obviously, we've been trying to get that thing since we started our program. Finally got the necessary votes to do it, and hopefully we can get there first of all, and then go out and play well during it. But I'm confident San Angelo will do a great job of supporting it, and we'll have great crowds and just great fan support. And so really looking forward to the type of show we can put on.
Travis Scott's with us, head coach of Angelo State softball, along with Kemah Brooks, head coach of ASU baseball here. Just a couple more thoughts live at the Penny Public Grill. This is Sports Huddle, 1260 KKSA, with 10 more minutes left to go on the big show. All right, we did Sports Huddle Movie Madness tonight. Both of you seemed like you had a beef with my Sports Huddle Movie Madness bracket, trying to decide the funniest movie of all time. Travis?
Absolutely. First of all, where's Bull Durham? I mean, I can't believe you left that off the list completely.
A guy like you, I'm surprised you didn't say Smokey and the Bandit.
We were actually talking about, you got some Eddie Murphy movie on here, but where's 48 Hours?
What? 48 hours? I put boomerang in before I put 48 hours in.
Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
Okay, obviously Bull Durham. Bull Durham was the one that was the big snub. Coach, what do you think?
Yeah, Bull Durham should have been on here. I didn't get a chance to really analyze the bracket, but you put some really bad ones on here.
Like what?
Well, let's just go with, wow.
First of all, you got Animal House.
You put Dazed and Confused. Yeah. Goodness, come on. That's
Why is Animal House a bad pick?
Animal House and The Hangover in the first round. That could be a championship bracket.
True.
Right there.
I did not see these teams. My assistant suggested this, and so you can take it up with my assistant.
Which is who?
Somewhere out in the crowd.
All right, JB, you will.
All right, let's get back to topic here. That was a bad idea. All right, though this weekend ASU softball, you got Midwestern State. Now it's maybe not quite the same Midwestern State team we saw the last couple of years, but still a very good team.
Well, it's a different team in the fact that they've relied on dominant pitching for the last 6 or 7 years. They've had dominant pitching, and they don't have that this year. They've got 2 freshmen that are throwing for them. Both of them are very capable, but they're not dominating the way they have in the past. Now, offensively, we're top in the conference in offense. They're second. They're right behind us, and they basically have the same team offensively that they had last year that finished third in the country. So they're going to score some runs. They're going to hit. They've got some kids that can run. So we got a challenge for us there to make sure that we can keep them under control offensively. And if Claire will throw the way she did this weekend, Claire will throw the ball great. And then Mary Kate McKay's been throwing the ball very well. But it's like I tell you all the time, it's going to boil down to defense. We got to make sure that 3 outs an inning is all that we need to get, and we don't have to get 4 or 5 outs an inning. And if we can do that, I feel very good about being able to score some runs. But we're going to have to score because they're going to score. So it should be a very exciting weekend for fans to come out and watch some softball. Here in San Angelo, you're going to see two teams that can swing it, and it could make for some long games, but it should be some exciting games. And it looks like the weather's supposed to be nice.
And guess the schedule, Saturday night, 5 o'clock.
Well, there's been a little bit of a confusion in the schedule. He had it as a 5 and 7 game on Saturday night and a single game on Sunday. And after thinking about that, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go 5 and 7 Saturday. Since the weather's going to be nice, we'll get under the lights Saturday night and then play a single game on Sunday at 1. That way they can travel and get back.
Okay.
Umpires can travel, parents can travel. So I think that's what we're going to switch it to. So just kind of keep up with angelosports.com and we'll make sure that everybody knows.
So there we go. Both games of that doubleheader Saturday will be on the radio on 1260 KKSA at 5 and 7. And let's turn our attention to Rams baseball. They play a 4-game series this weekend down in Keensville at Nolan Ryan Field. Keensville's, I believe, 9-3 this year, off to a great start. And a single game Friday, doubleheader Saturday, and a single game on Sunday, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a big challenge for us. I mean, their pitching is, their number 1 guy, I think, has got a .9 ERA, and definitely going to be a dominant guy. So they pitched real well, played real good defense. Hitting-wise, they found enough ways to get enough runs to win. They're real aggressive on the base paths, and so when having this 13-day break is just going to be interesting to see how they respond. Luckily, that's a place that a lot of people struggle. We have tended to play real well down there, so hopefully that continues. But definitely going to be tough to get that first one, and if we can get that one, then hopefully we'll be off and running.
All right, coaches, thanks for coming out. How about a hand for Travis Scott, Kemah Brooks? Yes, Coach?
One more thing, real quick. We're going to do it on our military this weekend. We've got a military appreciation weekend. We'll be selling T-shirts for $15 at the games. We'll sell koozies for $5. We're going to have a member of the ROTC going to come out and do the color guard for our national anthem and try to get 2 members from Goodfellow to come out and throw the first pitch. But all the money's going to go to an organization called Operation Gratitude, and what it does will help pay for the shipping cost to ship care packages overseas.
All right. That's this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the ASU Softball Complex. See the Bells take on Midwestern State. And we'll have 2 of those 3 games on the radio. And then, of course, ASU Baseball will have, I believe, 3 or all 4 of those games on the radio down in Keensville this weekend against Texas A&M Keensville. Guys, thanks for coming out, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We'll take a break back here from the Penny Pub and Grill. Wrap things up. After this, you're listening to Sports Huddle Live on 1260